Hello, everybody, and welcome to our welcome to all right then. Welcome to our very first afternoon Beyond the Belt online class training session. I'm very excited. If you have never gotten to do a live training session with us, and you finally can, because now we're finally offering it in the afternoon. I am very happy that you're here and you're going to have a grand old time. Looks like Haley is here. Hello, Haley. Haley has the best outfits, as does Nora. Nora and Travis are here. Speaking of which, hello, Nora and Travis. You guys, seriously, I think when we're done with this, I'm going to tell Sensei Carl, listen, like the black uniforms are nice, but I've seen tie-dye sparkles, rainbows, the scrunchies, the leggings, all these different things. We have to completely redo our look because I'm a big fan personally. So if you are just tuning in for the beginning of this week, well, it still kind of is the beginning of this week, I need you to run and grab a prop real quick. So I need you to grab a pair of shoes, okay? They can be slides, slippers, but something you'd wear on your feet. Now, it's raining outside right where I am, so my shoes are soaking wet. So I want to pretend these are shoes. But look, come on. See, look at this. Don't worry, I'll wash these off. I mean, look. Shoes, see? Perfect, okay? So I'm gonna use these as shoes today, but you need to grab a pair of shoes. They're very important for our classroom today. Our classes. Martin's here, hi Martin. Glad to have you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, everybody. Like I said, grab a pair of shoes. These aren't actually shoes, but I'm gonna use them to pretend they're shoes because mine are very wet right now. And we're gonna get warmed up. So let's find a spot in the room. We're gonna start with our job. And yeah, then we'll talk about what's going on today. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we jog. I also just left those pads like right in front of the camera, so sorry about that. They're just there. Okay, so we've got 5 seconds. Then we're gonna run a little bit faster. 3, 2, 1, a little bit faster. Just a little bit. Using my arms. Keep my arms bent. I'm not running like this. Okay, keep my arms bent for speed. Here we go. We got 3, 2, 1. Now we go fast. Not high knees yet. Fast feet loose. Sprinting. Let's go. Sprint. Go. We got 3, 2, 1. Now high knees. We go fast and high knees. I know. I don't like them either. But we're gonna get good at them. Come on. Let's go. Oh man, we got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2. Okay, check it out. Let's get to our jumping jacks. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Up and downs. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Crossovers. Thumbs down, elbows up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one. Seal clap. So elbows in, hands together, feet apart. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Push-up time. Oh, my arms are so sore. Hands around our shoulders. Feet together, back is flat. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. On our backs, we'll break downs. We're gonna walk our ankles up in the air. Don't grab your legs. Sit up. Fall back down. 3, 2, 1, go. It goes 1, down. 2, down. 3, 4, 5. Keep going. 6, 7, 8. Nice job. 9. One more. 10. Woo! Breakdowns. Remember breakdowns, we don't land on our elbows. We roll all the way back. Slap palms down, keeping our chin tucked in. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, and up. 2, and up. 3, 4, 5, halfway, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo. Sitting up, face me, I'm gonna face you. We're gonna take our left leg, slide it up, hand goes on top, upper hand to the side for technical stand up. 3, 2, upper, 2, 1, go. Kick, up. Nice job. Okay, so let's talk about what we're doing today. Today we are talking about footwork. And some of you guys might be watching today going, okay. Oh, Max is here. Hi, Max. First time live. This is so fun. Like I said, we get to actually see some of you guys in real time. This is so cool. I'm glad you're here, Max. So some of you guys might be thinking, I don't need to work on footwork. Footwork's easy. I just stand in my stance and that's about it. That's not true, okay? That's okay for beginners and basics, but today we're gonna move past that. We're gonna talk about how to move fast and effectively when we're sparring or striking. So grab your shoes. Like I said, these are not my actual shoes. Look, okay? Just pretend. How does it look? Okay? I'm gonna pretend these are my shoes, but grab a pair of your shoes, slippers, slides, Crocs, whatever. Grab them, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna put them feet shoulder apart right in front of our feet like this. See? Feet shoulder apart, okay? Oop, this one's crooked. Perfect, okay? So we're gonna talk about 2 important details for moving fast, moving effectively when we're training martial arts. First rule is keeping your heels, which is this part of your foot, off the ground. Now, I don't mean do this. Okay, I'm gonna spar like this. This is weird. Okay, that's not what I mean at all. But what I do mean is a lot of people spar like this. They're very flat, okay? They're just kind of here. And they kick their heels up, but then both their heels go right back down. This is the game here, okay? Now, I'm not doing this, but are my heels off the ground right now? Yes, which means it's easier for me to move quickly. If I'm flat, see what that does to my legs? Watch the difference. Here, flat. Here, flat. Okay? So heels off the ground. So we're gonna do a really, really simple drill. We're gonna stand right next to the outside of our shoes. Okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm going to step, 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 step. Really simple. So watch again. I'm gonna go step, 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 step. But the whole time I do it, I want to keep my heels off the ground. So I don't want to do this. It's bad, okay? I want to go step, 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 step. Watch from the back. Look at my heels. Step, 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 step. Keeping my heels just off the ground, all right? So here we go. We're right next to our pad. We're going to start slow, and then we're going to try and go faster. Remember, the whole point of this is stepping with our heels elevated. They're not touching the ground. So heels up. Ready, go. Step, 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 step. Good. Now we go back. Ready? Step, 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 step. Nice. Again. Step, 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 step. Good. Go. Step, 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 step. Sensei Beth is an utter failure. I can't believe this just happened on a live class. Ready? Go. Step, 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 step. Good. One more. Step, 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 step. Nice. Did you keep your heels off the ground? Because remember, if you look like this, that's not the point. Okay? The point is heels up. So now, as I step, I'm going to try and go a little bit faster, go back, right into back right shoulder. So instead of going here, 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 I'm going to go step, 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 step. Okay? So let's try this a little bit faster. You guys ready? You told you thought this was going to be easy. You're probably like, what? Okay, so here we go. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, okay, here we go. Ready? Let's try it. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, okay, so last time we're gonna go fast. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 without a pause. You guys ready? This is boxing still. We gotta be light on our feet. Remember, no heels down, heels off the ground. Ooh, that kind of rhymes. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! All right. So now, okay, that's the first important rule. Heels off the ground. Second important rule, okay, you might have noticed, that was really good. We were moving around fast, but what were we missing? Okay, we weren't in a stance. So, this is all good. We're moving fast, and we look good if we're like gonna be a football player or something, right? But do I want to be caught sparring somebody like this? Nope. Okay, I gotta be in a stance. So now let's talk about how do we move fast, but how do we also stay in a stance? So feet shoulder apart, right behind your shoes, or my slippers for me. Okay, take your right leg, step it back, hands are up. So watch what I do. Now, instead of stepping side to side like this, I'm gonna step my lead leg in front, step, step my back leg up, step. So I'm still in a stance. So watch from the side, okay? I wanna move up, right? So I go step, step, but I stay in my stance, okay? Not this. I bend my legs, heels are up just a tiny bit, step, step, all right? And notice my stance looks the exact same as when I started. So here we go. Feet shoulder apart, right leg back, hands are up, ready, go. Lead rear, good. Now we'll step back up, feet shoulder apart, right leg back, hands up, go. Lead rear, nice. Set it back up, right leg back, hands up, go. Lead rear, good. So now, okay, we move forward, but what if we want to move backwards? We don't want to do this, right? Step, step. Ah! We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Also, I'm choking now. So instead of doing that, okay, I'm in my stance, I step up, 1, 2, right? If I want to go backwards, now I start with my back leg, step, step. So we're gonna do this, ready? Here, feet shoulder apart. Right leg back, hands are up. We're gonna step, step forward as we go jab cross. So lead, rear. Then we're gonna step backwards, rear, lead. Okay? Try it with me, hands are up. When I step my lead leg, I throw my jab, step my rear leg through my cross, step, step. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Step, step, step back. Good. Make sure your stance is good. Heels are off the ground just a little bit. Ready? Go. Step, 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 step. Like a dance class today. Where are your dancing siblings? Bring them in. Ready? Go. Step, 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 step. 2 more. Hands up. Elbows in. Ready? Go. Step, 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 step. My elbow just popped. Ow. Ready? Go. Step, 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 step. Nice. Okay, so now we're gonna put it all together. Okay? So I'm gonna start outside my shoes. And I back it up. So I'm behind them. So I'm outside and behind. My right leg's back. Watch first. I'm gonna step forward, right? Step, step, my jab cross. Step, step back. But now, I'm gonna move sideways, okay? Because martial arts is just, it's side to side too. And if you don't stay in a stance, when you're moving side to side, when I'm sparring somebody, and I move side to side, this is what happens. And that's not good. If I want to move side to side, I gotta stay in a stance. So I'm here, step forward, 1, 2, 1, 2. If I want to go this way, I take that side leg and I step, step. It's a lot of stepping, okay? But you notice I never cross my feet. Always keep my feet in a stance. So do it like me. Here we go. Right leg back, hands are up. There's a little piece here that will not stay back. It keeps flopping in my face. So we step forward, ready? Jab, cross. Step, step, right? Now we go step, step back. Move into the side. Step, step. Now we go up again. Jab, cross. Step, step back. Step, step. We go to the side. Step, step. And up. Jab, cross. Step, step. Got it, okay? So here's the deal, okay? When we get all the way over here, we go step, step up, step, step back. We gotta go back this way. We can't start with this leg. We start with the leg that's closest to the direction you want to go. So then we step lead, rear, lead, go back. So here's what we're gonna do, okay? We are going to do a 2-minute round, okay? Nice slippers, Nora. Are those cat slippers? Those are fabulous. Wow. We are going to do a 2-minute round. We're gonna start slow, but we're gonna try and go faster as the round goes on. Now you're gonna notice even I'm gonna mess up, okay? Footwork is something that's so important. Everybody thinks it's punches, 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 punches. But if you don't have a good base underneath you, if your legs aren't working with you, all those punches are for nothing. We gotta be able to move in and out, side to side. We gotta be fast and sneaky, okay? So let's set it up. 2 minutes, guys. Starting outside, behind your shoes. Right leg back, hands are up. We're gonna go slow. We step up, 1, 2. Step back, 1, 2. Step over, 1, 2. Step up, jab cross, 1, 2. Step over, 1, 2. Step up, 1, 2. Step back, 1, 2. Step over this way, 1, 2. Step up, 1, 2. Step back, 1, 2. Step over, rear lead. Now we start all over. 1, 2. Rear lead, lead rear. Now we'll go a little bit fast. We go 1, 2. Step back, step, step. Now we go up. 1, 2. Step back. Over, over. Ready? Go. 1, 2. Step back, step, step. 1, 2. Step back, step, step. Notice my feet aren't getting too close. Hands up. Go. 1, 2. Back, back. Over, over. Up, up. Back, back. Over, over. 1, 2. Step back. Over, over. Now we go up. 1, 2. Back, back. Over, over. 1, 2. Back, back. Over, over. And notice from the side. Heels are up, and I'm bending my legs. Not doing this. Bending my legs. Your legs are gonna burn. Ready? Go. 1, 2. Back, back. Over, over. Here's some waist. Go. 1, 2. Back, back. Over, over. And my eye itches. Go. 1, 2. Back, back. Over, over. Ready? Go. 1, 2. Back, back. Over, over. Good. Head movement. Elbows are in. Go. 1, 2. Back, back. Over, over. Go slow. 1, 2. Back, back, over, over. 1, 2, back, back, over, over. Now we go fast. 1, 2, back, back, over, over. 1, 2, back, back, over, over. 1, 2, back, back, over, over. Oh! Slow. 1, 2, back, back, over, over. 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 Time. Woo! Now, if you're like me, you're gonna feel a burn in your calves, all right? Because you were up on your balls of your feet for a long time. Okay, you can put your shoes away now. Oh, thank goodness. Whew. So, quick recap. Some of you guys, grab some water if you need it, okay? Well, all of you guys grab your water, but some of you guys might be doing this and going, Sensei Beth, this is really boring. I'm not having fun with this at all. Let me just say this, okay? That's part of training. That's part of life. And there's a lot of things in training that I don't particularly enjoy. That's just kind of how it is sometimes. But let me tell you something. When you take something that's really basic and boring like footwork, okay, and you drill it a lot, okay, you will notice a difference, okay? It's like somebody that wants to get good at sprinting, okay? And you're like, no, I'm trying to run as fast as I can. It's going to be great, okay? You'll get pretty fast, but you have to do all those little tiny details and fix all those little tiny details to be really, really, truly fast, okay? Faster by 1 second. That counts. That matters a lot when you're sprinting, right? 1 second doesn't seem like a lot, but that could be the difference between winning and losing a race. For martial arts, this footwork stuff might not seem super exciting. You're like, oh, something back on 5. This is so boring, okay? This is going to make a big difference. And if you train it now, and you're doing it now, okay, when you're here, you know, at your house, not here, you're not here at all. When you're at your house, okay, and it's raining, and I could just be, you know, watching a movie, okay, train hard, because these little tiny drills are gonna make a huge difference, okay, as you get older. You're gonna have it in your brain that whole time, and you're not gonna forget about it, so you won't have to think about doing it when things get a little bit scary. You start sparring, right, Coach Ethan, and you're like, your body's gonna do all this footwork without even thinking. You're not gonna have to think about picking your heels up, you're just gonna do it, which is really, really nice. So, next thing you're gonna need, excuse me, just a second, this is terrifying, okay? He has no head, but he has like a jetpack thing going on here. Okay, you need your grappling dummy, and I put a noodle behind him just to make a pretend neck. If you do not have a noodle, I totally understand. Most people don't have noodles lying around the living room. But if you have like a teddy bear or a stuffed animal, you can put inside of a shirt, okay? Or just even a teddy bear, you can use that to practice your chokes on. Because yes, We are going over the seatbelt choke, or the rear naked choke as it's technically called. So yes, you need something with a neck. If you have a brother or a sister or a willing mother, father, friend, okay, in the house that would like to be choked, you can do it on them too. But I recommend practicing your choke on somebody that will not actually choke. So that way, if you mess up, you're totally fine. So while you guys are looking for your grappling dummy, let me explain to you how we set this up. Okay? So first of all, this choke is done from a seated position behind somebody, meaning I have their back. Now, when I have their back, it's not good for them because it's hard for them to attack me. Meanwhile, I have access to their arms, their neck, and I can move around pretty much however I want, but I don't have to think about what they're gonna do to me. Meanwhile, they are in big trouble because I have all kinds of setups. Kind of like what I just said, actually, but same thing. So from here, I start with what's called a seatbelt grip, okay? Or a seat buckle grip. I go under their arm, and on the other side, I go over their arm, and I connect. Kind of like if my arms were a seatbelt, and he's in the car. He's like, yay, I'm safe, woo! Okay, so we're here. When I set this up, okay, it's very important that I go under, over, right? And I pull him in tight. Now again, this is his neck, okay? So what I'm gonna do is my top arm, it's like a crocodile. The top arm is going to slide over so the center of my elbow goes right across where their neck is, right across the front of their neck. That hand is gonna grab their shoulder. Now the bottom arm is gonna pop out, just like whatever, here I am. And it's gonna go behind my partner's neck until I grab my shoulder. So I'm grabbing their shoulder, my shoulder. Now I take my top elbow, chicken wing, and I push it forward. That means, if you can see, this hand that's grabbing their shoulder can just pop out and grab my bicep. Now their neck is being squished between my arm right here, and I'm trapping it with this arm so they can't get out. I bring my head close to theirs and I squeeze my arms together slowly until they go and tap. Now, many of you guys already know what tapping out means, but just a quick reminder, tapping out is when we're doing a submission, like a choke, to our partner, and it basically is a way to tell the person doing the submission, please let go. Now, some submissions you could just say, hey, tap, okay, instead of hitting them. But with a choke, it's sometimes hard to talk because, well, they're grabbing you by the neck. Even going light, it's still kind of hard, and we don't want to risk accidentally holding that choke too long. So you just would take your arm and tap your partner's leg. Don't do it softly, like you're gonna high five their leg, okay? High five doesn't hurt somebody, okay? Unless you're like one of those really vicious children that tries to high five people too hard, so don't do that ever again, okay? But for the most part, right, you just high five, okay? Same thing, a little tap. It shouldn't hurt, just like a little bit of a nice slap, okay? So one more time. Hopefully you have your grappling dummies at the ready. We're setting up. We go under the arm, over the shoulder, connect, pull them in nice and tight. Get rid of that arm. Now my top hand's going to slide over, so my elbows lined up with the center of the neck, and I grab onto the shoulder. Bottom arm pops out. It's going to slide behind their head, grabbing my shoulder. I then push my elbow forward, slide up, grab the bicep, keep my head tight to their head, and squeeze. Okay? So when we do this, okay, before we start practicing, this is what's considered a blood choke. There's two different main types of chokes. There's pain chokes and blood chokes. A pain choke is not necessarily going to make you pass out. It's crushing your neck, so it hurts. The submission comes from somebody's like, okay, please let go because you're hurting my neck. It feels like you're like, when somebody grabs your arm too hard. I'm like, oh, please let go. That hurts. A blood choke, though, is when it hits the sides of your neck and it stops the blood. That's why it's called blood choke. Stops the blood from going to your brain. Now, your brain needs the blood to kind of be awake and active. So if your brain has a temporary shut off in blood, what happens is your brain kind of goes, okay? So when we practice this, I'm here, come across, I set it up. I don't squeeze right away. I go slow, slow, slow. The second they tap, I let go. And I would rather go too slow than I hurt my partner. If you have a sibling, like I said, you can work with your sibling, but please move your head, sir. If you have a sibling, you can work with your sibling. But if you're feeling nervous, you're like, I'm not quite sure I'm ready for this, that's totally fine. Like I said, grab a stuffed animal, grab your grappling dummy, grab a pool noodle, and practice on a pretend person that you can't actually hurt because he doesn't have a nut. He has a noodle. He's a noodle man, a blue noodle man. So we're gonna do this for 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes either back and forth or 2 minutes with your grappling friend, okay? I'm gonna use my grappling friend. It's gonna be great. Now, if you have any questions, okay, moms, dads, cousins, grandparents, uncles, sisters, brothers, if you're watching and you're like, that doesn't quite look like what Sensei Beth's doing, send me a quick video, okay? Let me know what I can do to help, because seriously, I mean, look at my partner right now. I get it. If it's slightly confusing, it's because I'm choking somebody with a noodle head. So let me know and I'll try and help you out if you are stuck. Let's set it up. I'm gonna get that timer, and then it's time to rock and roll. So I'm sitting behind my partner. Don't cross your feet, just like butterfly stretch. Okay, my feet are hooked around where their hips would be. I go under the arm, over the shoulder, armpit, top of the shoulder, connect, pull them in tight. Now, top arm is going to slide over so I get my elbow lined up with the front of their neck, grabbing their shoulder. My other arm is going to go pop way out. It's going to go behind my partner's head and grab my shoulder. Top elbow is going to push forward, slide that hand through, grab my bicep. I get tight, tight, tight. Now I squeeze slowly, let go. Your partner might, if you're working with a real person, they might have already tapped before you even got to that point, okay? Always set up slow, and the second they tap, let go, okay? Trust your partner. So here we go. Under the arm, armpit on top of their shoulder, connect, pull in tight. Top arm is going to slide over, grabbing the shoulder. Bottom arm is going to pop out, go behind the head, grabbing my own shoulder. Push the elbow forward, keep my head tight to theirs. Slide through, connect, squeeze. Good. Now, if you're brave like me, we're gonna try the other side. So now I go under this side, armpit on top, over here, connect, pull them in tight. Top hand is going to come across so the center of their neck is lined up with my elbow. Grab the shoulder, this hand goes free. Behind their neck, grabbing my shoulder. Elbow forward, slide the hand through, keep tight to their head, and squeeze. Good. We got time for one more, I think. Under the armpit, armpit on their shoulder, connect, pull it in tight. Slide that arm across. Elbow lined up with their neck. Grab the shoulder, arm free, behind the head, elbow forward, grab the biceps, squeeze in, time. Nice job, guys. I'm gonna grab the timer. I always say grab the timer. There, I grabbed it. I grabbed the timer. Okay, so looks like we got a picture. Nice, let's go, Martin. Martin is choking. Dad looks like this is great. So when you're practicing with a mom or dad, okay, or somebody that's just bigger than you, it could be an older brother or sister, sometimes what happens, okay, watch from the side, is your partner's like this tall, right? So you're like, okay, and you're just learning the basics. There are ways to work around this that we're not going to go into all of them today, but there are ways to work around this that's going to be tough. So if you're working with somebody that's like this tall, don't worry about sitting behind them for today. Just kneel behind them and set up the choke like that. That'll kind of make it a little bit easier. It's almost like doing the choke with training wheels. It allows you to practice the choke without having to struggle through the other pieces where there's a size disadvantage, you know what I mean? So, okay, next little piece, and this one's my favorite, okay? Let's talk about the short choke, okay? And this has nothing to do with being short, okay? It's just a shorter frame. So we're here, and again, I'll show you this one on kneeling too, just for any smaller people, okay? We're here, and I've got my seat buckle grip, so under the arm, shoulder on top, that doesn't make sense. Nope, not elbow, armpit on top of their shoulder, and I'm here. So now this is an issue, right? Is I want to slide this across and cup their shoulder. But sometimes what happens is this guy takes his arm and he's pulling on my arm out, right? Okay? And so I'm afraid to let go of my hands. I'm afraid that if I do this and let go, he's going to take his arm, right? and he could grab onto my arm and then pull my arm away, and now, no, this is weird, okay? And now I don't have any choke. So if you get the feeling that like, oh man, I don't want to let go of this grip, that's when the short choke comes in. So watch, I stay here and I slide this up, okay? So see how I did the same kind of thing, but instead of sliding up and grabbing their shoulder, like this, right? Instead of doing this, I slide my whole frame up. Like, it looks almost like I'm doing this. Yay, yay, okay, like cheering. It's that kind of emotion. So I'm here, right? And I'm gonna slide my hands up. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my head or my neck outside my hands. See that? So, I don't know what this looks like I'm doing. Shoving an ice cream cone in my ear. Okay? But I'm gonna put my head outside my hands. Now, I've got hand one, hand two. Hand two, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove hand one, and I'm just gonna grab the side of my own neck. From here, their neck is now trapped in between my forearm and bicep. Now I've got this tight, I just lean back and I get the choke, okay? So this one's a super sneaky version, okay? Starting with the seatbelt, okay? Watch one more time. I'm gonna do hooray, right? So I come up, hooray! I'm gonna tuck my head to the outside of my hands. Now, the hand that's actually touching my face right now, okay? I'm gonna get rid of that. And this hand, I'm gonna put my palm on the side of my neck. Almost like I'm going like, oh man, my neck hurts. Like I'm trying to grab the back of my neck. I'm high-fiving my neck. So I'm here, get rid of this hand, slide that hand to my neck and squeeze. Now I would lean back and I get the choke, okay? If you're working with somebody taller than you, same thing. I'm gonna kneel behind them. So they're sitting on the ground, right? I'm kneeling behind them. I have my seatbelt choke. I come up, put my head to the outside, get rid of this arm, grab my neck, and I will just lean back here. I'll pull my hair back real quick so you can see my neck. Sorry about that. My hair is extra fluffy today, which is weird because, well, maybe it's the humidity. I don't know. So one last time, okay? Under the arm, shoulder, we're here. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to, hooray, pull my arms up like this. So I'm here, yay, put my head to the outside. Now I get rid of this hand, cup my neck, squeeze, and I lift up. This one can come on fast, okay? It's pretty tight sometimes. Well, it's usually pretty tight if you're doing it correctly. So if you're, you know, the parent or the sibling or whoever that's getting choked, just kind of get ready to tap, okay? And make sure you sit up slow. We're gonna go for 2 minutes, guys, doing this one as well. If you wanna go back and forth, please feel free to choke your children. It's totally fun. Okay, on the bell, guys, I'm sitting up. I'm gonna choke my noodle friend. All right, so we go under the armpit, top of the shoulder, connect, pull in tight. Now, instead of grabbing the shoulder, I take both hands and go, hooray, bring them up. I put my head to the outside. This hand right here, the one that's like slapping me, I'm gonna move it, and I'm gonna just grab my own neck, right here. Now I pinch and tight and look back. Make sure you don't do this. Don't reach across your head. Literally, all you're doing is getting rid of the hand that's closest and grabbing right there. If I go like this, I create too much space, and they're gonna grab my arm and they're gonna escape, okay? So let's try it again. Again, kneel behind your partner if you need to. We go under, ow, my neck just cracked. Armpit on top, connect, pull in tight. Now I go, hooray! Surprise! Head to the outside, move this arm, grab my neck, squeeze. If they haven't tapped, arch back slow. Sweet. Now, you ready for this? Let's try the other side. Go under the armpit, my armpit on their shoulder, connect, pull in tight. Ooh, so sorry, sir, I just knocked the wind out of him. I go, hooray! Put my head to the outside, get rid of this arm, cup the neck, squeeze back. If you're having any trouble, take a quick video, send me a picture. I know this is not ideal, guys, okay, but I want to be able to help you guys get better as best I can. So pull in tight. I'm going to go, hooray! Put my head to the outside. Get rid of this hand. Grab my neck. Look up and arch back. You should feel like you're stretching your own neck. It's just a slow lean back with your neck and your body. All right, I'll do one more on the good side. Here, pull in. Hooray! Head to the outside. Get rid of this hand. Cup the neck. Look up and time. Good stuff, guys. I'm not going to grab the timer. Instead, I'm just going to shut it off. Okay, grab some water. We are just about finished up here. Let's see if we have any questions. Oh, Sensei Carl called me. That's exciting. I can't call him back right now, though. I'm curious what he's going to say. Maybe he's surprised. Maybe he's watching right now. Okay, so while you guys are grabbing some water and taking a break, I want to say first and foremost, good job. This is tricky stuff. Okay, footwork, hard. Chokes, hard. Especially when you're trying to work with, like I said, mom or dad, then they're taller than you or bigger than you or both, and you're like, this is really not as simple as it's looking with Sensei Beth choking the skinny noodle man. I've been there, I've done that, okay? And right now, we don't get to be, we don't have the ability to pick and choose. We gotta just have to work with what we have. So kudos to you guys for continuing to train and making do with your partners and your situation. So what we're gonna talk about, yes, Alex! Dude, Martin, that's perfect, man. Good job. I'm impressed. I also like those pants. Those are some sweet pants. What we're gonna talk about this week is respect, okay? And I want to tell you a little story for our mat chat today. So once upon a time, okay, there was a little boy named Andrew. I'm picking the name Andrew. That's his name. And Andrew, okay, knows that Mother's Day is on Sunday, which is not this Sunday. Don't panic, people. It's not the Sunday. I know many of you have no idea what day it is. It's not the Sunday. But Andrew, okay, in the story, it's Mother's Day on Sunday. Okay, and it's Saturday night, and he's going, what am I going to do? I still haven't figured out what I want to do for Mother's Day, and I want to do something nice for my mom. And so finally, he has a great idea. He goes, I know, I'm going to make my mom breakfast in bed. Yeah, Mom always talks about how she has to wash the dishes, and it's so much work to cook, so I'm going to make her breakfast. This is going to be great. So he wakes up really early on Sunday morning at like 4 a.m., okay? Plenty of time to cook. He gets up super early. He goes in the kitchen, and he has no idea what he's gonna do. He's like, wait a minute. Okay, cooking. Yeah, cooking. How do I cook exactly? I didn't think this far ahead. It's fine. It'll be easy. Okay. Eggs. I know how to cook eggs. Eggs are easy. You just get a pan and you crack the eggs and you put them in the pan. That's easy. Toast. I can do toast. To put it in the toaster. Super easy, right? Perfect. So he gets out the eggs, right? And he's cracking the eggs, he scrambles them up, and he puts them in the frying pan. Yeah, that's good. And he puts the toast in the toaster, and he's cooking the eggs. This isn't looking quite like Mom's. It'll be fine, right? He's doing the best he can. And the toast comes out, it's a little black on one side. Close enough. It's good enough, right? It's fine, okay? He puts it on his plate, right? And now breakfast is done. Now, surprisingly, he thought breakfast was going to take about 4 hours to make. It took about 15 minutes. So it's now about 4:30 in the morning. So here comes Andrew. He grabs the eggs. He grabs the toast. He puts them on a plate. And he takes the plate, and he's got a big smile. And he walks into his mom and dad's room, and he goes, surprise! And his mom goes, what? What's going on? Right, so he's up. Andrew, what are you doing? What time is it? Happy Mother's Day, Mom, right? She goes, what? It's 4:30. Why are you late right now? Mom, I made you breakfast, right? He's all excited. Breakfast? Why'd you make me breakfast, right? He's like, what? But Mom, you made me breakfast? I want to sleep. Why did you wake me up? He's like, but Mom, I made. She goes, let me see that, right? No, these eggs are slimy looking. Oh, do you even cook these all the way? Oh man, these are horrible. But Mom, I cooked this, and the toast is all burnt. Ew, you want me to eat this? This is gross. What are you trying to do? Kill me? Right? Oh, I can't believe you woke me up for this. This is horrible, right? Now, okay, I'm playing with you. This isn't really happening, but okay, who does that sound like sometimes? Okay, you right now, I guarantee you, we're all like, oh, that's a horrible mom. That is so mean. He worked so hard to cook her breakfast. Why is she being so mean? Wait a second. How many of you guys, your mom has made you food, your mom has cooked you something, okay, your mom has done something for you, and instead of going, oh, thank you, mom, that's very nice of you, the first thing you do is go, what? Why did you make this? I don't like this. Why did you wake me up? I don't want to be asleep. Why did you? Okay. The first reaction you have is, my mom is horrible, and she's making me do this, and I don't want to. She's making me eat this, and I don't want to. She's a, right? The first reaction isn't, wow, my mom got up early to cook for me and made this and washed it. It's not that. First reaction is, this isn't what I wanted. How dare you bring me this? That's not really respectful, okay? Because what does respect mean? Treating people the way you want to be treated, okay? Now take the story, okay? It's kind of a made-up story, very silly, right? The mom was being super mean to him, okay? And you guys are probably going, oh my goodness, right? Oh man, what? That mom's being so mean. She wouldn't want someone to treat her like that. Exactly, okay? We need to do the same thing for our parents. A lot of times, when it comes to respect, we expect our parents to be nice to us and take care of us and do all this great stuff for us. And then the second they go, hey, can you please clean your room? Okay, hey, can you please eat your broccoli? We freak out, right? We go, what? I don't want to do that. We start yelling and getting mean and saying not very nice stuff. Okay, that's not treating people the way we want to be treated. Now, I know everyone says about I'm very respectful to my mom, but then sometimes she makes decisions that aren't very good. So I have to let her know that she made a bad decision. Doesn't work that way, okay? Because with your mom and dad, okay, they're the bosses, they're in charge. You might not agree with them all the time, but they're still in charge, okay? I've got a boss. Your mom and dad have a boss, okay? Ask your mom and dad, hey, right? When you go to work and your boss tells you to do something, can you just go up to him and start crying? Go, I don't want to. Please don't make me. Nope, they won't have a job anymore, right? Okay, they're gonna get in big trouble. So unless, we talk about this, okay, unless your mom or dad says you need to go rob the bank, okay, they ask you to do something dangerous or illegal, which they're not gonna do. But unless they do that, you gotta listen. Okay, think about this, okay? Your mom, dad, right? They have a lot of stuff they have to think about. So when they go, hey, I took this time to not only cook you food, but wash the dishes, okay? Make sure it's healthy food that we paid for to give to you to eat, okay? And it's not your favorite, still, that's a lot of work that went into that for you. Now, let's pretend they cook you something that it's not your favorite, okay? Like I'm going back to the eggs, okay? When I was younger, if eggs were not cooked a certain way, I did not like them, okay? Instead of going, oh, these eggs are gross, why did you give them to me, okay? Go up to your mom and go, hey, mom, thank you so much for cooking the eggs. Do you mind if I put them back in the frying pan and cook them a little bit more, right? Do you think your mom's gonna, no, okay? Now, obviously, she's super busy, then she maybe doesn't have time, but okay, if you approach it that way, you're way more likely, okay, to get the help you want, to see the change you want. Because that's what it means to be a martial artist. That's what it means to be a warrior, right? Is we are being part of the solution, not the problem, okay? You getting upset because you didn't get what you want is just gonna add to the problem. You working with your mom or dad to figure out, hey, how can I make this better? Is there any way I can change this a little bit while I'm still following the rules just because it's not quite what I like and I'll help, right? I really appreciate it. Okay, that's the way to go about it. Again, still at the end of the day, mom and dad are the boss. But if you want, to go about things in a respectful way, that's way better as a martial artist, okay? And right now, with everything that's going on, you might be sick and tired of your mom and dad. You would be like, oh, I don't want to see my mom and dad forever, okay? They're always telling me what to do. I can't escape. I'm stuck in this house with my mom and dad, okay? Your mom and dad love you, okay? Your mom and dad love you. They care about you. And right now, they probably are just ready to get back into a regular schedule as you are. You have to remember that. But the only difference between you and them is they are responsible, okay? They are, not like you're not responsible, but as in they have to be held responsible for what happens. They have to, take care of it. They have to make sure there's food. They have to make sure the bills are paid. They have to make sure there's clean clothes and heat and all that sort of things. Okay? That sort of things, that's not English. Anyways, they have a lot of responsibility. So they have to be responsible, okay? So you doing your, I can literally can't speak. You doing your part and saying, hey mom, listen, thank you so much. How can I help, right? Having that, I want to treat you the way I want to be treated attitude is really important. So let's go to our stretches, guys. Butterfly stretch. I'm gonna check and see if we have any other messages. I don't think we do. I'm really excited that we got to see some new people in here today, especially Max. Max, if you're still watching, man, pumped. I'm pumped, dude. And I know you know all about choking noodles. We had a whole class, Max and I did, where we choked noodles. One leg in, one leg out, reaching down our toes. And guys, guess what? Oh, never mind. It's still raining. I was gonna say it's not raining anymore, but it's still raining. Oh, this feels good. Woo! I had some discipline moment yesterday. We're talking about discipline a couple weeks ago and how discipline means we do something, you know, even though we might not want to, we do it because it's part of our code, right? The warrior code. And switch sides. I was supposed to go for a run yesterday and I really didn't want to. I just was thinking about a lot of stuff. I'm sure some of the parents watching can relate to this because it's just a lot I'm thinking about. But I was like, you know what? Don't do it because you want to do it. Do it because it's the right thing to do. Do it because you're training for this run. And you're supposed to do this training run today. And so I went out and I did it. And I was so proud of myself for doing it because I didn't do it because it was fun. I did it because it was the right thing to do. Okay? Made me really proud of myself. So hopefully you guys are doing some stuff like that. Straddle. Ooh, my hip feels like it's gonna pop. That's horrible. This is not easy. Whew. Okay, remember, keep our back flat. Don't run. Flat. Reach forward. Whee. Oh man, my legs are much tighter than I thought today. And I apologize, class is a little bit long today. I talked about respect too much. Sometimes I get talking about stuff and I just could talk forever. I think, maybe one of these days I'll just do like a martial arts radio show, like a podcast kind of thing. See if there's any interest for that. Shaking our legs in. Frog stretch, knees apart, toes to the side, toes to the sides. And we're gonna push back here. Ooh. Where's Judson? I feel like I might be catching up. Maybe not. I'm not catching up. Make sure your toes, like I said, are pointing out to the sides. Good, and come on up. Feet in, knees in. Guys, good work today. And congratulations, if you were here for class, you were part of the very first 4 p.m. Beginner Advanced Juniors crew. I will see you all tomorrow, potentially, for stretching. We have stretching at 3. And if not, I will see you on Thursday at 10:30 in the morning or Friday at 4 p.m. I had to think about that for a second. Don't know what time it is. Thank you guys for training today. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. See you later. Bye.